Yay. Go live, young lady. Go live. So, let's see what's going on here today. That's cute. Now, I know how to make it bigger, but that little purple is good. I will change it around later on. That little border is cute. I like that purple border. So, whoa, Maria Graham. You're in here nice and early. Thanks for coming. And thanks for the thumbs up reminder. You guys, appreciate you guys giving the thumbs up. Michael, hello. Thank you for coming and welcome. Greenland Katie, thank you for coming. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Maria Graham. Maria Graham loves my hair. It's not sticking up this week. You dropped in to say hi and hit the thumbs up before you're live. I appreciate that, Katie. And I will be over. I don't think this is going to be a uh, particularly long live stream. I usually have been getting out early. I have a lot of little quickie things to show and a little project. But drop your link in the chat before you leave, Katie. And when my subscribers leave here, they can come over to your channel and watch some exclusive quilting, crochet, and whatever Mr. Hubbyster is doing. So exclamation mark GQUAT to drop your link in the chat. Appreciate that. So Greenland Quilter Katie, you can type it in, or you can maybe she will drop her link. Oh, there it is. So Greenland Katie. She's showing you how to drop your link. Life with Tasharia. Thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate each and every one of you. This isn't quilting. Maybe I'll wait a couple more minutes though. I'll wait until 4:05 because I cooked something last night. I just had a taste. You're going to be doing some happy mail along with remaking her portable ironing station. I have like four portable ironing stations over here because my really good one, I hate to get it like all messed up. And then when I go out to some of my quilting lessons or shows or get-togethers, then mine is looking all down at the heels. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I don't know if you guys notice, I've changed my background around a little bit. In the fall, I like to change my bedding, not my bed, it gets changed every week. But I mean, change whatever bedspread, quilt, whatever. It's too much going on to change it too often. Then you have to dig into the piles of where you stored everything, wash the others, and then put them back. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So now I know how to get that out. So, you guys, Juanita Campbell says hello. Hello. For those of you who were here for the replay, I'd like to thank you. Here for the first time, again, thank you very much. Those of you who've been here before, I thank you. Subscribers and moderators, friends and family club, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I have figured out a new way of thanking the monthly friends and family members. And this month I will be starting to do a monthly shout out. Katie says the sewing area she's been using temporarily seems like forever. She just sees it as a mountain. I've been changing things all around today. I actually like where I sit when I'm over in this part of the room. I like seeing my books on both sides, and I can get to them easily, as opposed to pulling quilts back. This is just a little log cabin block, but I use it for a table mat, and it has a plate mat, and it has denim on the back. I like it, and a custom leather label from Crafty Leo. This is just an orphan block that I will put some batting in and make it into a placemat. I don't know, for a gift or a giveaway. What else is back here? Just more books and books and books. But I'm like, I have all these books. I see other people using book, what do you call it, with their green screen. And I'm like, I have my own green screen. I will just use it. Just use it. So I did a little moving things around. I'll show you guys the things that are down. But up on that wall, far up there, I have to change the light. The days are getting dark earlier, and I'm trying to figure out where to put which light and when. Looks like I'm sitting in the dark, but I'm not. I'm not. I just have to figure out where to put it. So that's one of my display quilts that I use when in shows. Mike said it is a great background. And Tasharia is saying hello to everybody. Before I start showing you what I dragged out when I was in the quilt bins today, I'm going to show you something. Normally, when I make homemade cornbread, let me show y'all. Let me make it big. So, I normally leave the cornbread like this side up, but it was so buttery. Can you see how buttery it is and crunchy? I wanted you guys to see it. So this morning we had some coffee. One of my neighbors had some tea and just cornbread. We didn't even put any butter on the inside. Why? Because there's so much butter in the cornbread. Just flour, cornmeal. Yes, I'm one of the Northerners who put a little bit of sugar in theirs. My family and friends like it sweet because they've been spoiled. And milk. If you want to make it buttermilk, you can put a teaspoon of vinegar in and let it sit. It was delicious, Maria. I had some with my lunch too. With my lunch. So let me show you guys what I had dragged out for you to see. I actually had some things. Then I found this quilt. Well, this one's kind of big. I'll leave this until later. I had some small quilts in a bin that I keep because I change this display around pretty regularly. And this is just a hanging wall quilt, and it's called Little Twister, and it's all these little blocks that are sewn together in a grid. Then they're cut open with a ruler called a little twister ruler, and then they're all sewn back together again. When you use fabrics that are matchy, you can't really see that there are a whole lot of them, but you can see all these edges and edges and edges and edges. So for Labor Day, I thought I would take it out, and it has a watermark batik going around it. So I used to hang it on my door when I lived on my homestead, but I live in an apartment building with, I think, 72 apartments, people coming and going. I don't know. If I had this on the outside of my door in a public hallway, I would be afraid it might accidentally grow feet and walk away. Donzel Cooper, thank you for coming and welcome. So I'll hold it close so that you can see the watermark boutiques. Oh, you actually cannot. You cannot see. I was trying to see how I long arm quilted it. These are meandering stars. That's one of my favoritist patterns to hand quilt, whether on a long arm or any machine. It's like you do a meander, then a 5-point star, then you meander a little bit more and put a 5-point star. So we're going to have a little bit of show and tell. Oh, and I put my bindings on from the front, and I hand stitch those tiny little stitches, tiny little invisible stitches in the back. Why? Just showing off because I can. Do you have to? No. Are they all like that? No. I don't care sewing sometimes. A lot of the times now, because when you only have one eye and can't see that good, can't exactly see unless you put on these magnifying glasses, the back. And this is a hanging sleeve, also in a little batik, because this one just gets hung all the time. Tasharia, I also put it up on Memorial Day and Veterans Day. And I want to thank all of you who have served our country in the military and all of the families. Why? Because the families serve as well as the individuals. I know you can't see my face, but I want to show you one of my very first quilts. And it's just a bunch of batiks, some African fabrics, some other fabrics, and it was just a log cabin type thingy that I used to hang on the wall just because I liked the colors. And this one, oh, you know what? Oh my goodness. I'm always telling you guys to put labels on it. This quilt was made along with one that's in the entryway over there. And this quilt was made in 2003 because I made them to hang together. And I have one is called The Door of No Return, and it's a quilt also with a strip quilt. And I just stitched in the ditch because that's all I knew how to do then. I didn't have long arm machines and all that other stuff, and I just did some gobbledygook holding it down in the back. I just went around just to show you. You're just trying to keep the 3 layers together. It doesn't matter whether it's fancy or it's tied, whatever. You just want to hold the 3 layers together. So I have a whole little pile of small quilts to show you. Oh, and I just showed you how I hand stitch on the back. This one I just machine stitched on the front. Simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, simple. So we'll have a mini quilt show today. Now this one is a leftover quilt. The name of it is called Cafe Olay, and I made it back during the days when I had my long arm machine. Again, I sewed the binding on from the front, stitched it from the back. This was one of the quilts where I cared. I don't always care. I don't care. I do whatever Lola wants. But I made a huge quilt for my mother. It was 132 inches wide by, I don't know, 96 inches long. I'll have to get the photo out. It took 2 people or 3 for me to hold it up. And the leftover blocks, the pieces that were left of all these fabrics, let me show you. I'm going to hide my face again. So some of these are, well, these are pinwheel blocks, but I want to show you something. You see the pinwheels? Some of them spin to the left and some of them spin to the right. And not only that, each pinwheel, each blade of the pinwheel has 3 different fabrics. So the light side has 3 fabrics, the dark side has 3 fabrics. 755 Media, thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Thought about you when I was dancing at my mother's birthday on Monday. My mom had her 94th birthday. So if I can show you what I mean about some blocks spin to the right and some to the left. You see this block? The blade in the middle next to the center slants this way. On this block, the block closest to the center is dark and goes the other way. So I took all the scraps. I didn't care which way the blocks flipped, and I sewed them together with some sashing, and I put some piano keys around the side. Here you can see all the different colors, all the different darks and lights. These 2 were left over. Mike saying, hello, Mom. Oh, my mother got a new Samsung tablet for her birthday. I have to set it up when I go Sunday so she can watch her different shows. I'm trying to see what kind of quilting I did on it. Oh, I think they're flowers. You see this flower here? And flowers. This is back in the days when I had a long arm machine in my studio, but I've got to go ahead and Mike said, oh, fancy. It wasn't really. And because the fabrics had so many flowers, the backing is actually patched together. I didn't have enough of it. So these are the names of lots and lots of flowers and the month that the flowers bloom in. Then I just stuck some matching chocolate and vanilla flower. Oh, Mother 755 Media is saying congratulations on the new tablet. She said one of my brothers gave her machine quilted on the front, hand stilted one of the I did care stitches on the back. Just to show you, I know how to care. 755, you like my work. Thank you. Thank you, baby girl. You have a sewing machine. Stop playing with me, because my favorite quilt that I just took out to go on my bed right now today is a memory quilt from my dad's old pants and old shirts. That's when I started making rag quilts, because when he passed, I took a lot of his pants and shirts that I had been saving for years, and I made them for all. You ain't sewing squat. I'll tell you what. You want me to paint with you? You sew something with me. And that's how we're going to get down. And that's how we're going to get down. Period. Okay, so now I have one more. It's a little bit bigger. And it's made of African fabrics that, did I make this for some type of a challenge? I think I did. Now, this is just a pinwheel quilt, similar to cafe au lait quilt, but it doesn't look like a pinwheel because this fabric actually has black in it. But in the rest of them, you can see the pinwheel. That's the only thing that matches, like with some of the African fabrics with a lot of black in it. Are I use Kona black. You see the pinwheel here, the pinwheel here. So this is all pinwheels, just because I bought all that expensive fabric and I wanted to use it. And again, what did I put around the edges? Some of my piano keys. You can make your piano keys any length, any width, and any combination of fabrics. So, hey, Life is Hands. I saw y'all. I was in the bushes last night. I was tired. I was knocked out. Went out yesterday with my helper in my community garden, you guys, and she dropped some Epsom salt fertilizer in them because I haven't put anything in for a while. I don't use a lot of fertilizer. It's earlier in the season and the off season. I put bone meal, I put blood meal, I save all my eggshells and bake them. And this is a nice size personal quilt. A nice size personal quilt. I got to get my cutie breeze up, you guys, so that I can finish some of these tops. Oh, the one I told you, Erica Taylor. Thanks for coming and welcome. Mike, you all always get the storms. The mid Hudson Valley, not the Hudson Valley. That's here in Connecticut. The Great Lakes effect in Ohio and Pennsylvania, they get rain. Now, I want to show you guys, this is really a double-sided quilt, and I actually just finished it this year, 2025. I had it hanging on the wall, but I think I had it the right side out. This is called an ugly fabric quilt. My sister's not in here right now, but I had some fabric that I bought at a thrift store. And as you can see, there are all these red and yellow frogs all over it. Well, this is really, really nice fabric. And the way you can tell whether fabric is expensive, those of you who buy fabric and you see those little dots along the side, every time you see a dot, that's one time that it was passed through the screen print. That is expensive fabric. So my sister said it was creepy. Sissy, don't buy that fabric. So she took me home to her house in Arizona. I couldn't sleep all night long. I dreamt about that fabric. The next day, I had her take me to the store. I bought all 15 yards of it. So I'll show you the back. The front of the fabric. No, this is the back. And these are really nice blocks, you guys. You see how the tips of the corners are mostly not cut off. You see how they fit. And this is kind of like a churn dash block, but a fancy one. So I had one leftover block when I made this quilt, and I put it in the back. Then I had a whole bunch of fat quarters that I bought. I bought a fat quarter bundle. I didn't buy fat quarters then because I had the long arm machine and I needed yardage. So I bought bolts. So I bought all this ugly butt fabric. No, I didn't say that, Mom. And the A word almost didn't slip out of my mouth either, Mommy. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. The devil was making me do it. So I put all these fabrics, but I'm going to hang it up next week. But I wanted you to see the back because nobody ever sees the back. So I actually have a piece back. I put some black in to calm down all these crazy colors. I even had enough to make my 6'2" great grandson that I was dancing with the other day. I was dancing with him. You know, Nikki likes him young and tender. I like him tall, dark, and handsome and tender. I'm going to show you guys some quotes from my family. We usually don't post family photos, and I'm not posting these. I just want to show you some cute photos. So there's mommy and me in front of her balloons and just sharing. This is me and my two brothers, one of my sisters, and my mom. You see, I'm taller than all of them, right? I don't know how I got so short, but I want to show you. Oh, this is this is the family new dog. That's Charlie. He's at mom's house with the rest of the family. These are some fabrics I was interviewing. Actually, I'll show you in person because they're right here. I'm working on a new, we're going to do a joint project in 2 weeks. I'll give you the heads up on it with Crafty and Unbiased in me. So we're working on something, you guys, to bring to each of you. But if you let me hold on, I want to show you the cutest photos. Okay, so here's Auntie Ellen. I don't know. I can't put the music on because I'll get a violation. Oh, look at Auntie Ellen. Oh, yeah, baby. Woohoo. Yeah, get that thing, girl. My knees are on a timer. My daughter would die if she knows I showed you guys this. I was trying to I was trying to turn my brother, but he was too tall. I couldn't get my arm up there. So we stopped. Me being silly, me being silly. So there's one more. Now this is a cute little dance. This is cute. My brother cousin was dancing with my mom in her wheelchair. His version of a lap dance. It was a chair dance. So life Stacy saw my me really dancing with the music. I sent it to him, and my mother was tickled pink. But I was sitting down. You know, you're supposed to tip the dancer, right? So my cousin was dancer. I couldn't get my wallet off of my rolling walker in time, so I ran up to him. I stuffed the dollar, one stinking dollar, in his shirt pocket. He said, "Cuz you were supposed to stick it in my back pocket." And I put it in his back pocket. But this was my favorite dance partner, and this is me and my great grandson. You see how tall he is. He's a senior in high school. He's a basketball player, and we were doing our little two-step. So we had a really, really nice family time. And oh, wait, I have to show you somebody I met because there's the cutest little man. Well, this isn't who I was going to show you. He's at the nursing rehab where my mother is. And every day, like said, he's tall. Every day he goes over to my mother and he tells her she dresses so well and she looks nice every day. So he came in the room that we were having the party in. We invited him in, and he came straight away over to mom to tell her that she looked really nice. I think, you know, when you guys see seniors and elders, sometimes they don't have anybody to talk to. Mike saying, "Go auntie, go auntie." Fun. We did. We had a nice time. It was just a few very close family members, and we had the Apple devices with the speakers and everything. We take a party wherever we go, and we always did. We always did. What do you call it? We used to have the amplifiers. My brother Joe used to have dual turntables. Uh, where's Joanne? Roscoe has doctor's appointments in the afternoon. For those of you who don't know, Uncle Roscoe was in the hospital a couple of weeks ago, and they're dealing with some things, so he has to go to therapy and something else during the week. And for when I go live at 4:30, it's 1:30 their time. I will tell them that you asked about them, Donzel, that you asked about them. I just want to show you one more picture, you guys. Oh, I have a memory quilt I'm making. Um, this is my granddaughter's best friend, Kathy. Her husband passed. You see, they're very young. So I have his pants and shirts to make a memory quilt whenever she's ready. But I have them here and I've started deboning them. But I want to show you who. Oh, just 1 second, you guys. This is a really. So, what we did is we all took photos and we put them in the family chat so everybody could share them and see them. Where is this one big picture? I think I'm getting close to it. Dun, 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 dun. You guys, meet Josiah. This is Auntie Ellen's great grandson. There are 6 living generations, and my branch, except for my son and grandson, my branch, all of my children and grandchildren were there for Mama's 94th birthday. This baby, I don't know if you can see, he looks right in your eyes. He looks dead in your eyes. He has that look like my dad has and my son. He's okay, Maria Graham. It's nothing different, just regular stuff. But we try to keep Roscoe's schedule the same, and it's just a regular scheduled appointment. So I usually go see my mom on Sunday, and Josiah is not home. He's in church with his mom or something. So this is my first time holding him. He was 3 months old yesterday. That chunky boy weighs 17 pounds. 17 pounds. And do you see how tall he is? He's tall, like the guys in the family. He is all the way up to my chest and down past my knees. That's a big old boy. And then I was singing the Nana Banana song to him, right? And then I was saying, Nana, Nana, Banana, Fanana, Fana, Fofana, Fee Fi, Josiah, Josiah, Bosiah. Then I bust out laughing. I'm like, that wasn't very good, Josiah. Nana can't think of many words to rhyme with Josiah. I'm gonna have to work on that. So then I said, Messiah, Messiah, and I bust out laughing. And this baby looked at me, little toothless grin, and he bust out laughing too. Silly, silly Nana. But we had a nice time. One of my brothers came from Houston. The other brother came from Phoenix. And yeah, we had a really good time. Here he is on Grandma's lap, looking at her. She talks to him. Grandma talks to all the kids. And he's like trying to get his tongue out of the way of his gums so that he could talk to Grandma. So let's go over to the sewing machine. But first, I want to show you some auditioning. So a lady came in the chat a couple of weeks ago. Life says, "Oh, so cool." We had a nice time, a nice time. And then I never want to bring any food home. Although my cousin went out to his car and got a hard lemonade, a hard lemonade. So I put it in the bottom of my walker and something else I had down there. Something. Then when I got home, I thought about 8 or 10 leftover pizzas and all the food that was left over. And I was hungry. So instead, ouch. So instead, I made some cornbread and some navy bean soup. So I was looking for some fabric for this lady. And I know you guys like, let me take that off. Media assets. Hold on one second. So maybe banners. Maybe I'm pretty good at this one, but the other one I used to always turn music on. I'll just leave it alone. Navy bean soup, yes. And especially when I hooked it up with, I made some rice to go with it on the side. Y'all know you got to have some rice, some rice. And one of my family members was born like in South Carolina, one of my uncles, and he had to have rice with everything. So I found this fabric. I thought it was really, really neat. So the project with Crafty and with Unbiased, I might sneak some of this in there instead of making an original one and just put some. I was trying to see who it was made by. It's a print, but I thought it was nice. So, you know how I'm always auditioning fabric and doing a fabric pull. So, I pulled this out. I had all these handles already made or already cut in black and brown fabric. The one on the other bag that's Nikki's is already finished. These handles are already cut. I cut a lot at one time when I'm ironing. I pulled this because I thought it would go with the black or the brown. I didn't know whether she wanted the black fabric on the bag or this kind of gold fabric. She said she liked it's cold already. Mike said it's freezing here. You need a hearty soup? Yes, life, I did. I cooked it with smoked turkey necks. And then I boiled the turkey necks all day, all day. Then I took the turkey necks out and I put the beans in and celery and onions. I didn't put okra in because I have a new helper and I didn't know she likes okra. Put a little bit of carrots in and some red onion, a big, huge yellow onion, and I simmered that down. I didn't put the carrot in until the end because I didn't want it to be mushy. Okay, thank you, Stacy. You have a beautiful evening too. Mike made homemade potato soup with cheese yesterday. She's talking about her Mike. Nice, 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 nice. I had my helper grate up like a pound and a half of extra sharp, extra sharp, some type of white cheese, some mild cheese, and some Parmigiano Reggiano because I'm going to use that in a mac and cheese at some point. Our treasured home, Nancy. I've been watching you, Nancy, 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 talking about your veggies and allergies and showing your garden. So this I was telling you about the bags. So I have 2 bags to make and 4 neck bone pillows that I've got to get out. I did finish and I'm going over to the sewing machine right now. So the other lady, just showing you what her choice was, she liked I have so many different animal prints. She liked this one. So I will be making her pockets inside and out. She's going to get a medium size bag. I'll let her decide whether she wants a black handmade handle or a brown handmade handle. These are thicker than the webbing, and this takes extra fabric, extra time, and these are durable. These will last forever and ever and ever. So I usually sew 2 bags at a time. I think I'll sew 2 black bags and then let her decide at the very end. And at least I will have one to sell. So this piece of animal print, I really liked it when I bought it. This was a 6 yard piece. This is all I have left. Mike says low 44 tonight. We're going down in the 40s as well, especially up there where Yankee sister lives. So this one was a gift for a young man whose birthday is in 3 weeks, and he likes sports teams. So I happen to have extra fabric from when I was making masks, and I made some stuff for Big Rooster. So I made a mug rug for this young man, and it's finished. I just have to put my label on it. This bag we're going to the machine and work on tonight. Put the flashing on it. When I was pulling fabrics out, I found this mud cloth that is already cut to make and hemmed to make journal covers. You'll see over here I have 2 journal covers. I might as well make a third one while I'm at it. With mud cloth, I like to put batting inside because it makes it softer. Oh, Erica says there's nothing ugly about anything I make. Thank you. I make it with love. I make it with love, you guys. I just like doing stuff. Just like doing stuff. So, slowly, I'm going to turn you around and I'm going to put this over there. I have a couple more things to show you because what I'm showing you, you guys, is this week. You see how I changed that corner up? Oh, yeah. Even the sofa, I took out oh, hear my bones cracking? My hip bone connected to my, oh, whatever. So I'm bringing you close. Oops, didn't see that my bosoms, did you? So this is a needlepoint pillow I made years and years and years and years ago. It was in my bedroom, just sitting on a ladder. But what's interesting are the different stitches. I'll see if I can put it close, close, close. In the light areas around the frog, there are different kinds of hand stitches. I really should get rid of it, but I can't. I can't make myself. And for those of you who say you don't have time to quilt, I want to show you. Yes, in many cultures, turtles have special meanings because they live a long time and they live a very long time and they're supposed to be wise. Another 15 minutes, you guys. Let me bring you closer. Okay. Let me bring you closer to this pile. I have to be careful not to drop any pins on this leather sofa. So what I did was close the blinds a little bit because I didn't want it to be too bright. You see when I get over here, how bright it actually gets? So sewing, and I know I'm jumping around. Let's say a nice pillow. Thank you. Thank you. A couple of weeks ago, I think when Miss Joyce was on the channel, I was talking about rotary cutter blades that are they're like pinking shears. So I pulled one out to show you. So instead of the round rotary cutter blade, this is for a 28 millimeter. But you see, actually, oh, I thought maybe I had 2 blades. Sometimes you get 2 blades stuck together because they have oil in it. It may be, but I won't stick my hand down in there. I'll stick a pin in there and see. Mona did what? How you doing? We're just talking about the weather over in your neck of the woods. Unbiased LLC. I already told them that you and Crafty and me are doing a joint whatchamacallem. Well, you were probably in the background and saw it anyway. I some fabric I pulled. I might cheat you and Crafty when you're doing the face. Plus, I have another one, another pattern with a silhouette of a face, like Miss Mignon. So I was looking for it and pulling out all this fabric. But anyway, you guys, this is a blade that's like a pinking blade that goes in a regular rotary cutter, like other blades. Also, somebody was telling me about Schmidt's needles. So I just want you to know I actually prefer Singer needles on the Singer machines. I figured, although they recommend Singer, actually Schmidt's needles on the featherweight, but I just wanted you to see that Schmidt's comes in. Oh, I see, I have to turn this around. The writing is backwards. So I have to turn that around again. So these are Schmetz needles for jeans. And they're heavy duty. They're real pointy and they're real long. They're very, very sharp. So I have them, a 7.5 size. Said hello to everyone she missed when she was over there in the bushes. Over there in the bushes. So, you guys, 15 minutes a day. Starting now, you can take 15 minutes a day and do something. 755. So she can't wait to see us cutting up. I don't know who's going to act the worst. Unbiased didn't even know that I talked to Crafty Mary today. So this week I already had this binding cut, you guys, because this is one of my best African dresses with the fabric, the special fabric. But I took my head wrap, cut it all up. I've used it in a couple of quilts. So I made the binding. I've sewn it on there, and this was so small. So I wanted to press this before I hand sew it on the back. I want people to see those big old stitches over there. So that's what I did with 115 minutes. 115 minutes this week. You love Schmidt's needles? I do too. I actually use Schmidt's needles exclusively in my embroidery machine, but y'all ain't even seen my embroidery sheet machine except once, and I have a whole bunch of 75/11 needles in there. Those are the sizes, you guys. So this is one neck bone pillow that I'm making for a young lady that likes pink and purple. So I had this watermark pink left over, and I just took some pinking shears and cut her out a little heart. I sewed that on today. And then look at the cute little fabrics I made for her pillow. I already had this made. Why? Because when I'm making straps, I make a whole bunch at one time. That's what I do that day. I cut out all of I cut out about 12 neck bone pillows this week. So this is the pink. I've already just rough edge applique this. So that's one size. She likes flowers and other things. So I had this cute butterfly and dragonfly fabric that I made my mother a pillow out of, my mother's favorite pillow. I was actually saving this piece of fabric to make my mother one last pillow, but I said I would make it for this young lady. And then, Psalm 146 will die when she finds out about this because she loves sunflowers. So I'm going to make an accent pillow, neck bone pillow for this young lady. So what else did I do? I cut all these, you guys. Oh, guess what? Guess what? Unbiased. I took those big heavy, these Taylor shears, the really big ones. I think these are 14 inches. I cut through 12 layers of fabric at one time. Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. You know what's up, Nikki. You were probably in the bushes and saw this little cute little custom neck bone. I'll take it out real quick. Neck bone pillow I made for one of my clients, and she likes pink and purple. I applique this on. Here are her adjustment straps, and this, and this. We're going to put the sashing on someone's bag in a minute. These are the 12 pieces of Asian fabric that I cut. So two guys are on my list are getting neck bone pillows. They both love red, but their handles are going to be different. So look at this. One guy likes animals and other things. I'm not showing you the handles because somebody is in the chat and I don't want them to see everything. So, two of these neck bone pillows, and this was some crazy, crazy Asian fabric that I had, and I forgot that I had it. So, I found it when I was pulling fabrics for something else, and I said, while it's out, I'm going to turn it into neck bone pillows. Then I have one person that commissioned some neck bone pillows, and hers is going to be, and she likes boho. That means like bohemian chick stuff, you guys. So I don't want to lick my finger. So I have already cut it. This fancy batik, and this lady likes orange. So this is what the fabric is going to look like on her special neck bone pillow. My sister Joanne loves this. And so, how many of these did I cut out? When I'm cutting, hunty. It's like when I'm cooking, I'm throwing food all over the kitchen, all the sides, all the everything. So I have one, two, three, four, five, five, six, seven, eight. So I will probably take the two, the eight, the seven, and the eight and mix them with some orange and green. And I'll make one just all batiks. I'll have to let my beloved tell me which one she wants. And the why don't I say it? I never say I have one more thing that I was supposed to be doing 2 weeks ago. So I already had this mud cloth journal cover done. So, oh, this one goes with allegedly someone's boho tote bag who may or may not allegedly be in the chat. This is just an extra gift. So this one is going to be a journal cover. This one, because I very seldom sew with white thread. I had the white heavy duty thread in my machine. This one is going to one person. And since they were already cut, I said one of these will be a journal cover. The other I might do in the project with Crafty and Unbiased. So this is the last thing I'm going to show you before I sew the facing on that quilt. So for the journal covers, I'm putting authentic real calf leather. These are the page holders for two of them. I already had this one. Ain't nobody throwing this real leather away. This is actually an upcycle and it's so, so, so soft. So then today, hold on, you guys. Okay. I don't think I did anything to you guys. I think I just, hold on 1 minute. I accidentally hit something. Okay, comments. There we go. Except my big screen. I don't know what happened to it. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So I'm just going to keep going. Oh, there we are. The adding myself back to the stage. Baby, don't get old. Don't get old. But Auntie, she be working over here. She be working over here. So I showed you the Schmetz needles, the Schmetz denim needles. And let me see what size they say they are. They're 100/16. The ones I use on my embroidery machine are 75/11. They're fine so that I don't make big holes in whatever I'm embroidering. Yes, I'll be getting that embroidery machine out. So this is the big tote bag that I'm making. She's going to be 20 inches by 20 inches, unless the person decides she wants a smaller one. She's got a big old pocket inside, and and since this person likes boho chic, she has her reinforced bottom in here already. And she got a thicker bottom. She got a thick old bottom, Nikki. She got a thick old bottom, so it fits right down in there. Right down in there, girl. And uh-oh, where did I put? Oh, and this is a little mug rug for a young man that likes sports teams. And it's just something I didn't put my label on it because that's authentic Steelers fabric on the front and the back. I bought it online. They said it's not for resale. I'm not reselling it, I'm regifting it. So I didn't want them to say I was trying to take away somebody's this right, that right, middle finger right. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. So these are the pen pockets for the journals. And it's leather, but it's stamped to look like ostrich. So two of them are getting the ostrich leather page holder. And one is getting, this is all bundled up in the back. It didn't like sewing on this. This is leather, though. This is leather. I wish I had used black thread, but I was trying to do a contrasting stitch with a white thread. That white thread wore my hips out. You love that bag, Campbell. Well, this bag, thank you. This bag is spoken for, and I pulled some more fabrics out, double quilted, to make two more bags. I was supposed to be sewing them the same time. This is actually going with this bag. And this goes in there. And let me look around my work area. Oh, this black fabric. So, just a moment. Una momento, you guys. I was looking for the facing for this bag, but I don't know where I put it. So I will just keep going. Jags, I was watching you making honeybee boxes so that you could slang some more of that there honey. I saw part 1 and part 2, but I was busy getting all the stuff busy for today. Busy for the day. Soon as I get some extra money for shipping, I want some of your honey. I saw Gina with some of your honey. Oh my gosh. You and Sarah with the hives. I just love it. It's just that shipping is, I could drive to pick it up almost as cheap as I could ship it. Let me see if I can find the facing. I'm going to take one more look around, you guys. Well, oh, I know what I want to show you if I didn't show you before. So this is my second special original Underground Railroad quilt. And I had the one that I made out of batik. So this one is made exclusively with African fabrics, imported African fabrics. And dinner time. Thank you, Mona. Oh, I was in your whole bushes Monday. I was working and I didn't have my hands standing on sofas, taking quilts down, doing stuff, all the stuff. Have a good dinner, Mona. So, here's the second row of this Underground Railroad legend story quilt. This is the bear paw. This is the railroad crossing block. This is the log cabin. This row is churn dash. This blocks are bow ties. See this pretty fabric, you guys, with the red and gold. And this one is a Flying Dutchman. Other quilts put flying geese in. I didn't do that. This one is the Snail's Trail. This one is the Ohio Star, all fussy cut. And this one is the Boat to Canada. And I told you, I'm famous for cutting my clothes up. One of my friends gave me a pair of like African like harem pants. And sometimes you see me wear a headband. The headband is made out of the waistband from this quilt. I mean, these pair of pants. Then I cut some up and made it into a boat. I have other parts of it cut up too. Other parts of it cut up too. So you guys, I guess I have a hard time seeing black on black at night. So I guess I will just go eat some cornbread and have some. Oh, this is the last thing I wanted to show you. So I sent this quilt out to a long armor. I really didn't like the pattern I let them choose the pattern for the back, but it's really pretty. It would make it a double-sided quilt if I hadn't spent 2 years working on the other side. So look at the back of this quilt. A lot of my quilts, I'll put navy blue or this Kona black on the back of it. I have some batiks, some blue batiks that I really want to put on this project with Unbiased and Crafty Leo, and some denim. I'm going to fix them. They trying to show off on me. Them two bad girls finally agreed to a play date with Auntie Ellen. So I will be hand stitching this, but before I hand stitch this, I will take a few minutes. You can see my corners are already done. My mitered corners, and I'll just sit. I like sitting on the sofa in the morning. In the morning, there's a bright light that comes in, and I like doing it. Oh, hold on, unbiased. You done snuck back in, did you? I'm going to show you a sneaky little thing. Uh-oh. Maybe not. So, I was going to show you something, but I was throwing stuff everywhere. I don't know where I threw it. Hey, Miss Shirley, OG. I saw you and your helper out there. I see you still got peppers out there, all kinds of stuff. So I just want to encourage you guys. Now your gardens are slowing down. Some of you are planting fall gardens. I decided I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm going to plant some hydroponics. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to put I was going to make banana bread today, right? 3 loaves. My mother wanted some banana bread for Sunday when I go see her. But I said, you know what? The amount of time that I spend making the banana bread, even though it's for mommy, I need to finish putting this cutie pie quilting frame up because I have so many pieces. Ah, so many pieces to finish. Slowly I turn, inch by inch, step by step. All, all of those 4 hampers up there are filled with finished quilt tops. Finished quilt tops. Not to mention that elephant needs to be finished. I started him in 2018 in Arizona. That orphan block with the tan and the purple batiks up there, the lavenders, that I don't know what year that was done in. I could just do that on my domestic machine though. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you guys. So look what I was doing when I can you see this? So PIA made these if you want one with your logo on it and a Q you know what I'm trying to say. If you want to click on it, if you want to get to Auntie Ellen's channel, you can do this. I have this label. I'm not advertising for the people who made this machine unless they pay me. This is a pure leather label from Crafty Leo, and I'm going to sit live somehow or Zoom with Unbiased and make some in denim like the ones she made for me. We bartered and loved each other and we trade things. And I love the pieces she made. So I didn't find the facing to go to this big bag. This big bag is ironed. And if you recall, a few months ago, Coach Mary Ma won one from ARD. This is this is the same big bag in different materials. Oops, this is the side. It's almost I moved the pocket up a little so she could see that where it is when it's turned around. And I'm going to put a big fancy button on it and a tie. I put the QR code. You like that, Nikki? PIA did that. So, you guys, now it's time to say goodbye to all our lovely friends in American Sign Language. Mother Egawamote, I appreciate each and every one of you coming. I'm actually pooped because, shh, don't tell anybody. I didn't have a helper up there today. So that had to go up there. I have a long grabber, but I accidentally had to get a stool and step up on the sofa, then step up there to get it up there. I'll see everybody Saturday. Love you, Mother. I'm going to get your tablet. I'm going to get my mother's tablet programmed. And I bought her a new card today. So I don't think I have an outro on the free version. I have to find out how this stuff works because I'm jumping from StreamYard to Restream depending on what I can get for free. Thank you, everybody. See you Saturday, 6 p.m. And that big bag will be finished, I promise.